everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so Kyra, and today we are eating Oreos. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and share, and most importantly, subscribe. Let's do our thumbnail. I was about to smile, but I'm gonna have Oreos stuck in my teeth. Something like that. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing great. No bad things is happening to everyone. Everyone is blessed. Between Oreos and Chip Ahoy cookies, I was going for Chip Ahoy's, but then when I start eating these, I don't know. So today, I met a really good person. The person was so nice. I was out shopping and they had asked me for help because I was taller to reach over the shelves. And they were so small. And they was like, "Can you grab that for me?" I'm like, "Yes." And she smiled, and I smiled back. I was like, "How are you doing today?" And she was like, "I'm doing pretty good." Then I don't know how we started talking about hold on. I don't know how we started talking about church and kids and how her life was when she was growing up and how times have changed. I'm like, yeah, times definitely change. Everything is not how it used to be 50 years ago. Even though I wasn't born, it just, I can tell things, it's crazy. It's not the same. Like everything is basically virtual. You don't have to do nothing as far as walking into places. You can just do everything from your phone. And she was like, yeah, I can't understand that because her husband was trying to order something. And she said someone was telling her to download the app. And she's so old. She was like, I don't know how to download an app and how to do all that stuff just to get our food. I just want to do like you call and you know someone deliver it or you go pick it up. She was like, stuff just so strange and odd how it is now. And she was so small and cute. The cutest little old lady. And I forgot to say on my other video, when I was eating at Arby's, I have met, it was this guy in a drive-through line. I want to say a big thank you to him because he was one of the most sweetest, kindest person you can ever think of. Like, he was just above and beyond so sweet. And I love meeting people like that when they're so kind and sweet. It makes my day go by easier. I told him to always remain so kind and sweet how you are. And he was like, I'm trying to. He was like, but people be so mean, rushing, just evil in these drive-through lines. He was like, I'm so glad you were so nice and sweet as well. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I'm going to always be sweet to a person first. Once you give me that reason for me to act out or to act a different way, you got to do something to me. And he didn't give me that reason. So I was just nice to him. So I was just like, I love meeting people like that. Him and that old lady. So sweet. Then, yesterday I ended up seeing my grandma at Kroger. I always run into her every now and then. And when I seen her, she just so happened to be turning the corner. And I was like, again? Again? And she started smiling like, Kyra. We was talking. We was just talking about the things that's been going on. All the tragedies we've been seeing. All the kids that's been dying. And she was like, it's just hard times right now. It's just so sad and depressing. I was like, I know. And I was all being nosy, looking at her grocery basket. She had some good stuff in there. She had some ice cream by my favorite company, Private Selection. She had some scallops. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, where you get them scallops from? Because every time I see them, they be so expensive. I only caught them one time when they was on sale for $10. But this time they was on sale for $10.99. I went right over there and grabbed me some. I'm like, I gotta get this. Because for dinner, we was already eating lamb. We was eating lamb chops. And everyone else in my family was eating shrimp. But I can't eat shrimp because I told y'all before I'm allergic to shellfish. So scallops is not a shellfish. But then somebody told me that in the sea that scallops eat shrimp. Comment down below and tell me if that's true. I don't know how true that is. I think I'm gonna have to Google it because I never had an allergic reaction to scallops. They're like, I don't know how you can eat a scallop because isn't that a shellfish? I'm like, no, it's not a shellfish. Only shellfish are lobster, crab, and shrimp. Anything else like mussels, oysters, clams, all that stuff, scallops, I can eat all those. She was like, oh, that's odd. That's weird. I'm like, I know. I ain't never heard of that. Every time y'all see me, every other video, I'm always eating something sweet. I got a sweet tooth. But it's not making me get fat. It's not making me gain weight. And I still be doing my walks. And I walk a lot at work. So I've been maintaining it. I'm not going to get out of control. Let me say this. I don't gain weight a lot from food. How I get big and fat is from children. Is anybody else like that? Like, I don't get big from kids. I don't get big from food. Kids is how I be like, oh my God, I'm big now. I was always like a skinny person until I started having children. Once I started having kids, I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all done tore my body up. Y'all done made me so big, juicy. I used to always be so skinny. After I had my first child, I was still skinny. But then after I had because I have 3 kids, after I had my second one, that's when I noticed I started gaining a lot of weight. Then when I had my third one, which is my last child, my little baby girl, that's when I just got so big, out of control. So I'm one of them people, food don't do that to me. It's children that do that to me. I'm like, I'm not having any more kids. None at all. And I love kids. I'm jealous of the people that can have kids and still be skinny. I knew a girl who had 5 kids and she was so freaking small still. I'm like, how you have all them kids and you still skinny like that? I'm jealous. Your stomach's still flat. I'm just, But then a lot of people be breastfeeding their kids. I don't do that. Never have, never will. I just can't do it. I don't, And that's probably why I was still chunky. I'm like, I cannot do it. Y'all are all bottle-fed kids. And don't be believing that when people be like, oh, breastfed kids is smarter. They have this, that, this, and that. That is not always the case, because all my kids are extremely smart. Very smart. So it's like to each his own. Some kids might do be smart from being breastfed, and some kids might do be this and that from being bottle fed. I don't know, but I know I can speak for mine, and that's not true for mine. They are all extremely smart. It's crazy. And y'all know what I used to think? I used to think, because I used to drink a lot of milk when I was pregnant. A lot. Gallons. I can drink like 2 gallons of milk in a week. Or fruit. I used to eat a lot of oranges. A lot of fruit. And I used to think that was the reason why. I'm like, I eat a lot of fruit. And of course, I was eating a lot of stuff that you weren't supposed to be eating as well, like a whole bunch of fast food cravings I was having. But I was thinking that milk had something to do with it. I'm like, all this milk I be drinking, that's why I be thinking kids is very, very intelligent. I don't know. That's just my theory. Y'all know I always be thinking stuff that just be crazy. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video. Make sure you share my video. Comment down below. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you all. Bye.